All right, we have breaking news on CBSN Los Angeles. Desmond Shaw is overhead in Sky 2. What are we looking at, Desmond? This is looks like a vehicle that can really get a lot of speed.
Yeah, it definitely can, Pat. Here we go again, another chase here right at the end of the evening, too. This now, Pat, you and I were talking earlier. Remember that street takeover that we had at the National and Overland? Well,
Yeah.
This was one of the vehicles. Actually, this was the vehicle, I believe, in the pursuit that squeezed through the crowd, and then LAPD lost it because they got around that street takeover, and LAPD was not able to. So they lost that car for a while, but they've been looking for it for a long time, for more than a half hour, and they found it, and now it's CHP that's on this. So there were apparently some other vehicles involved as well, but this is the Dodge Charger. It's been going across South LA and Culver City, desperately trying to lose LAPD. They came up over La Cienega, up over Baldwin Hills, and then towards the 10, and now we're on the eastbound 10. So you see it's not lit up right now by CHP, but they had been in pursuit earlier. They may just be in tracking mode, but you see the spotlight right there, and the unit that's not too far behind. So they're going to want to engage this one at some point, or attempt to pull it over, maybe even do a pit maneuver once they get off the freeway. We'll see. But yeah, this is the Dodge Charger, a very, very capable vehicle. A lot of straight line speed for sure. It looks like they may be going to the 110, which is of course going to complicate things for us with LAX airspace. So we'll see what kind of shot we can maintain here. But yeah, it looks like we're headed for the southbound 110 right now. This is that interchange, goes to the southbound Harbor Freeway. So headed towards South LA. So now CHP, they've got the lights and sirens on. Let's see what happens here. If this person suddenly decides to yield, I suspect that's not what's going to happen, but perhaps. But sometimes. Yeah, go ahead, Pat.
No, I was going to say it's interesting because he's not going at a high rate of speed right now, Desmond. And, you would hope that he wouldn't just try to goad the officers into playing a game of cat and mouse with him. But you notice this? Is he making an exit?
Yeah, he is exiting the freeway here at Adams. So getting into Exposition Park, we're right by USC. And, well, let's see if he actually does pull over. Yeah, the speeds were really subdued. I don't know if maybe he was, trying to blend in or something like that, but look at this. Wow, there's a bunch of people in the car too. I see hands out of every window. It looks like this is actually coming to an end. I think maybe this guy had enough, realized, he got away for a long time on this one. They had been involved in that street takeover, and now the driver immediately, all of a sudden, getting out, coming to the back with his hands up and complying, and there's people in all four seats, it looks like, at this point. So maybe his passengers got tired of being, involved in this and said, "Come on, man, that's enough. Let's give this up for the night."
Yeah,
so,
it's Friday night,
so
and who wants to be arrested on a Friday night, right?
Yeah,
Want to be hauled in?
It's gonna be a long weekend. It's gonna be a long weekend. Maybe some of these passengers can convince the police that they were just along for the ride, didn't have anything to do. Maybe they could say, "Hey, we're the ones that told to give this up. We're sorry." And maybe they'll get out of this, but the driver definitely going away for the night. So after all that, after losing the vehicle, and they managed to get this off. This is going to be on Figueroa Way, so we're just off of the 110, off of the Adams exit, Figueroa Way that parallels the 110. That's where we are here, right by USC, right adjacent to USC, and it looks like at least 4 people are going to be taken into custody here.
All right, well, that looks like a code for Desmond. Quite an exciting night for them, starting with the street racing venture that they had. Well, I guess it's not necessarily a code 4. It will be in a second. How many people were in that car, Desmond? 4? 2 passengers in the back and 2
at least
in the front?
4. We'll see if, we'll see at least 4. Well, we'll see if there was a 5th maybe in the middle seat. But, yeah, I saw 4 sets of hands, one set of hands out of each of the 4 windows there. And, yeah, after all that, it's just so weird how sometimes these end with, you have someone blasting down surface streets and endangering people, and then all of a sudden, maybe he was running low on gas, knew that this was going to end. We've seen lately how CHP has been seemingly a lot more aggressive about staying with the pursuits and not letting them get away. And,
there's
chase
another one,
was
Desmond.
once tonight.
That's
yeah,
5.
I believe that makes 4 right there.
Oh,
Is that 5?
I
Wow.
thought.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah, at least 4, possibly 5 here in this vehicle. They're clearing the car now, so now I think we're officially at code 4, but it's going to be a long weekend for the occupants of this black Dodge Charger, that's for sure.
All right. Well, Desmond, you have a good weekend as well, my friend.
Hey, you too, Pat. Always a pleasure.
All right. Mine as well. All right. And we're going to sign off here from CBS Los Angeles. We hope to see you back here Monday. And of course, CBS 2 News this morning is back at 6 a.m. on CBS. Good night.